Okay, so starting off with the second exercise, okay, now that is exercise. What would the exercise be? The exercise would be 11.2, chapter 11, mensurations. We're doing exercise 11.2. Okay, now in this mensurations, we have different type of shapes. Up to when we were studying mensurations, we have studied about square, rectangle, and circle, triangle, and circle, and common, right? अब इसके बाद since we in our 8th grade we have studied about quadrilaterals, okay, so there are different types of quadrilaterals. We got to know what are the different types of quadrilaterals. There is parallelogram, then there is trapezium, okay, and many others. There is rhombus, okay, then there is a kite shape. All of these are there that we have studied extra. So what is, how you're going to find the area of these shapes is what we want to know now. Okay, perimeters, if I want to start with, perimeter is sum of all sides. What is it? It is sum of all sides is what I'm going to write it down for the perimeter. That's very easy for me. Okay, but what about the area? Area couldn't be found out by just, because area is the internal complete space occupied on the floor. Space occupied on the surface is called as the area, isn't it? Perimeter is the outer dimensions. The length of the outer dimensions is the perimeter. So इसके लिए different formulas are there. Let's start with your parallelogram. Parallelogram का area का formula, there are two formulas for it. Area, when the base is given and the perpendicular height is given. Perpendicular height, this is your parallelogram. Okay, or let's say that this is your parallelogram. Okay, these two, this is parallel to this one, this is parallel to this one, right? So parallel is actually showed by this indication, okay, and this one is parallel to this one in here. Okay, so here this becomes the base, this is the base, and this from one particular corner to the base, the height, the line that we are drawing, that becomes the height. Okay, this measurement becomes the height. So in this one, if I consider this from one vertex to the opposite side, a perpendicular line that is drawn, that is going to be a height, and then this becomes the base. Okay, if I'm considering this side, then this becomes the base, this becomes the base, and this becomes the height in here. Okay, so here what we are considering is area. So the area is going to be base times height for the trapezium. What is it going to be? It is going to be base times height. Moving out, what will happen if the base is not given to me, base is not given to me, and the perpendicular height is not given to me? Instead, the diagonal is given to me. Okay, a diagonal is given and perpendicular height from the diagonal is given to me. Let's suppose this is the figure. Okay, this is for my easy explanation. I draw this type of figures usually. This is A, B, C, and D. And look, always when you are naming it, it should always go in the clockwise, in a circular pattern. Either it is the counterclockwise or clockwise direction, does not matter, but it should be happening so. Okay, now here, this is the diagonal, this is the diagonal here, and this is the height that is given to me. Now this is drawn from the vertex and perpendicular to the diagonal. Okay, now here this is given to me again, and this is there. So this is h1 and this is h2. Now in this scenario, when the diagonal and the perpendicular is drawn from the diagonal to one vertex is given to me, then what is going to be the area? The area then is going to be half d into h1 plus h2. If you see, if you just consider this part, does it not look like a triangle to you? Right, it looks like a triangle ADC. This is the base. Now the diagonal is the base of the triangle, and this is there. So it is half, diagonal is taken as d into h1. Okay, and this part is also taken as a triangle, another triangle. So half d is the common for both of them into d plus yahan pe we have h2. If I am clubbing these two together, then I get it. So half dh1 plus half dh2 is there. Half and d are common in both. We are going to take it out. Half d goes out. You're left with h1 plus h2 in here. h2, whatever it is. Okay. It's not that I'm faking my accent, because I have been with different type of students. मुझे different बोलना पड़ता है. That's how it is. Okay. Now that's one thing. Another thing that I'm going to see here is, what if I have two diagonals given? Okay, I have two shapes. I have another shape wherein the length of two diagonals is given to me. This is one diagonal and this is one diagonal. Abhi मैं क्या करूँगी? Then the area of this parallelogram is going to be half d1 d2 will be the thing here. Okay, so what are the areas of the parallelogram we got? For the parallelogram we got three different types of areas. What are the areas that you have got? The first one is base times height, when I know the base and the height. The second one is half d h1 plus h2, and next is half d1 times d2. These are the shapes that you have got. Okay, now this formula will be also applying for a rhombus, because rhombus is also a parallelogram, okay, wherein the diagonals are going to bisect at 90 degrees. This is what is a rhombus. This is what is a rhombus, and the diagonals are cutting each other at an angle of 90 degrees to each other. So this is the area of rhombus also. Area of rhombus also it becomes, okay, what does it become? It becomes the area of the rhombus as well. Understand? Now, what if we have different types of parallelograms, and how do I find the area of those parallelograms then? Let's see a few questions wherein this is the shape in here. Something like this. This is a parallelogram. 1, 2, 3. Not a parallelogram, but a quadrilateral, or not a quadrilateral as well. It's a polygon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides are there. So 6 sides means what? It is going to be a heptagon. Is it? Pentagon. Is it going to be a heptagon? So 5 is called as a pentagon. Okay. I said there is something called as a heptagon. Okay. Then heptagon is actually taken for 7. 8 is octagon. And then we have 6, which is hexagon. Okay. So 6-sided figure is called as a hexadecimal. If you might have heard in your computer studies or something, it's hexadecimal, hexagon. Okay, that's there. अब इसको कैसे करेंगे? So I'm going to draw an imaginary line. I'm going to connect them. Let's name it as A, B, C, D, E, F. So I'm going to join A to D. Okay, so this becomes A, F, E, D, and A, B, C, D are two trapeziums. What do they seem to be? They seem to be two trapeziums, and I can find the area of one and find the area of two and add them together. I'll get the area of this hexagon, is what is understood here. Okay. So starting off with the examples now, what we are going to do is we are going to take down the example 1. Example 1 that is there on page number, if I just tell you the page number, it is 174. It's exercise, no? Example 174. There's an example given, and it says that find the area of the quadrilateral PQRS. It is given in this figure to me. Okay, it is given in the figure. What does the figure seem to be like? It seems to be like something like this. This is a figure what it seems to be like. Okay. It seems like this. And then this value is given to me as 5.5 centimeters, and this value is given to me as 1.5 centimeters, and this is 2.5 centimeters is given to me here. अब मुझे इसका निकालना है. This is P, Q, R and S. Now I have to find the area of this one. Now what do I see here? There's one diagonal and two heights are given to me. So diagonal and respective heights are given to me. So the area of this quadrilateral is going to be half D into H1 plus H2. So that is half into 5.5 plus, times of 2.5 plus 1.5 it becomes. So that is half into 5.5 remains like this, that itself. This will be 2.5, that is going to be 3, 4. 4, 2, 1 times, 2 times. So this is going to be 11 centimeters. Okay, because this 2 multiplies with 5.5, it is going to be 11 centimeters. Will be the first one, example 1. Okay, going with example 2 then. Okay, example 2 is on page number, find the page number 175. Okay, it says find the area of the rhombus. Okay, the rhombus is there. So what did I tell you the area of the rhombus is? Because only two diagonals will be given, D1 and D2. So area is equal to this much. Okay, whose diagonals are of length 10 centimeters and 8.2 centimeters. Okay, half. One of the diagonal is 10 centimeters and the other is 8.2 centimeters. Fine. So start solving it. 2 ones are 2 fives are. So 5 times of 8.2 is what you get. Okay, then 5 twos are 10, 5 eights are 40, 41.0 centimeters square. Now another mistake that I did in the previous one was when I'm finding the area, it was supposed to be centimeter square. These units make a lot of difference. Okay, so it is going to be 41 centimeters square. Going with the third question, which is on page number 176. Okay, page 176, there is an example question given, and the example states as this. What does it state as? It states as the area of the trapezium shaped field is 480. There's a trapezium shaped field. I don't know what, the figure is not given to me, so I'm drawing it. This is the shaped field. The area is given to me as 480 meters square. Fine. The distance between the two parallel sides is, these are the two parallel sides. So the distance between them, okay, I'm not drawing from the vertex, I've left some distance and I'm drawing it. The distance between the two parallel sides is 15 meters. Okay, this is 15 meters. Okay, one of the parallel side is 20. One of the parallel side is 20 meters. I don't know if this one or this one. One, they wrote. Find the other parallel side. Oh my god, how am I going to find it out? Nothing. Area का formula क्या है? Area is given to me. With that only we can find it out, right? So area का formula क्या है? Half A plus B into H. This is the formula for your trapezium. What is the formula? Half A plus B into H is given to me here. Now what is A and what is B? A is the one of the parallel sides and B is the other parallel side. इन लोगों को A, B बोला गया है. And this is going to be the height of the trapezium, so it is taken as H here. Okay. So now substituting in the formula. Area की value कितनी है? 480. Area के नीचे area लिखा गया, area के नीचे area लिखा गया, is equal to डाला गया, half लिखा गया. A की वैल्यू है मेरे पास, हाँ 20. B की वैल्यू है नहीं है, सो उसको वैसे लिख देंगे. हाइट इज गिवन टू मी, यस 15. अब क्या करेंगे हम लोग? वी विल ट्राई टू सेंड द थिंग्स टुवर्ड्स द अदर साइड टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ बी. हमको बोला भी वही क्या है, दैट आई हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ बी. सो स्टार्ट सेंडिंग इट. सो व्हेन आई सेंड इट टुवर्ड्स द अदर साइड इट बिकम्स 480. डिविजन में है, दूसरी साइड जाके मल्टीप्लिकेशन में हो जाएगा. इज इक्वल टू व्हाट एम आई लेफ्ट विथ? 20 प्लस बी. नाउ दिस इज ऑल्सो इन मल्टीप्लिकेशन, तो इसको इधर भेजेंगे तो वो डिविजन में चले जाएगा. नाउ इसको सिंप्लीफिकेशन करते हैं. 20 लाने से पहले सिंप्लीफाई कर लेंगे, बिकॉज सब कुछ मल्टीप्लिकेशन डिवीजन में तो ईजी हो जाएगा. जब एडिशन आ जाता है, बिकॉज ये एक फ्रैक्शन है, तो एलसीएम के थ्रू करना पड़ेगा. सो उसको पहले ही सिंप्लीफाई कर लेंगे, क्योंकि मल्टीप्लिकेशन डिवीजन ऑफ फ्रैक्शंस इज मच मोर ईजियर, इजंट इट? सो गोइंग विथ 5 टेबल, 5 3s are 15, 5 9s are 45, then 3 will be left here 6 times. Then 3 table again, 3 1s are, 3 3s are, 2s are. So what are you left with? 32 into 2 is equal to 20 plus b. Okay, this is going to be how much? This is going to be 32, 4, 64. 64 is equal to 20 plus b. इसको इधर लेके आएंगे, 64 minus 20 is equal to b. Then b is equal to how much? 44 is it? 44 will be b meters. It will be in meters because it was the field area of this trapezium shaped field. So the other value is 44 here. Okay, now students may say कि मैम को पता था कि ये वाली बड़ी आएगी. No, I really didn't know. Okay, I'm not an expert mathematician. It's just that I take the pain of the students and that's why I teach them. That's it. I know how students suffer. Teachers नहीं पढ़ाती हैं सीधा. There are a lot of YouTube videos also where you can study, but I prefer giving my touch to the studies. That's the reason. Okay, next example 2 on page number 177. I really didn't know कि ये वाला पार्ट बड़ा होएगा. I just wrote, मैं ऊपर वाले को A लेती हूँ, नीचे वाले को B लेती हूँ हमेशा. So A and B I wrote it, and the first value I take it always here. कुछ भी हो, कहीं पे भी हो, even if the figure was completely उल्टा also, I am not bothered कि मेरा shape क्या है. I'm just bothered with what the value I'm getting. Okay, next one. The second example, which is given on page number 177, it says that the area of this rhombus is 240. Okay, area of rhombus is 240 centimeters square. Okay, and one of the diagonal D1 is equal to, again look, जैसे मैंने A के लिए 20 लिया था, मैं यहाँ पे D1 के लिए one of the diagonal बोला, first diagonal नहीं बोला उसने, फिर भी मैं D1 के लिए ले रही हूँ. Okay, find the other diagonal, मुझे D2 निकालना है. Okay, area of the rhombus का formula क्या है? Half D1 times D2. Okay, तो अब यहाँ पे एरिया कितना गिवन है 240 इज इक्वल टू हाफ D1 कितना है D1 और कोई भी एक इट्स 16 एंड देन इट इज़ D2 नहीं पता है D2 वैसे ही लिख देंगे आई टोल्ड यू। अब इसको क्या करेंगे इधर भेजेंगे सिंप्लीफाई करने डिवीजन में दूसरी साइड जाके मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो जाएगा। देयर बी सम स्टूडेंट्स विल बी आस्किंग कि ये 1 किधर गया 1 नीचे जाएगा पापा 1 विल गो डाउन डज नॉट मैटर 1 डिनोमिनेटर में आता है तो भी उसकी कोई वैल्यू नहीं होती टाइम 16 D2 है मेरे पास दिस इज गोइंग टू बी 0 8 and 2 which is 16 into D2 इसको नीचे लेके आ जाओ इट बिकम्स 280 अपॉन 16 इज इक्वल टू D2 4 की टेबल से दोनों चले जाएंगे 4 4 सा 16 4 7 सा 0 सा फिर 4 के टेबल में आएगा आई डोंट नो लेट्स ट्राई 4 1 सा 4 and 4 1 सा and then 3 won't come here isn't it 3 will come there no I don't think 3 comes there okay I did wrong here what did I do wrong here multiplication मैंने गलत किया 2 zeros are 0 2 4s are 8 2 2s are 4 it's 480 actually so if I write it down it is actually 240 times of 2 is equal to 16 times D2 okay so यहाँ पे when I'm doing the multiplication this becomes 480 is equal to 16 D2 okay so ये पूरा मल्टीप्लाई होके 480 हो जाएगा दिस 480 के नीचे भी हम ब्रिंगिंग दिस डाउन 480 अपॉन 16 इज इक्वल टू D2 अब 4 के टेबल में 4 टाइम्स चला गया एंड देन 4 के टेबल में 1 2 0 टाइम्स गया 4 1 टाइम्स गया 3 0 टाइम्स गया so D2 is nothing but 30 centimeters is what you get for your D2 okay now going to the third question in here third example question on the same page number 177 it says there is a hexagon oh my god hexagon 6-sided figure okay MNOPQR okay and the shape is given to me figure 11.2 so I know how the shape is not like the other one that I drew okay so it is also named as MNOPQ and R is here okay as the sides are given to me as this is given to me as 5 centimeters and this from here to here it is given as 8 centimeters and from here to here it is given as 11 centimeters I'll just come back so going for this question how am I going to solve it now I can do there are two ways for me to do it okay what as I told you if it is a hexagon we can draw or join these two points these two vertices you can join okay so you can write joining N to Q implies what is going to happen QRMN or MNQR is a trapezium okay as well as NOPQ is a trapezium now some intelligent students will say why not we just say that both are trapezium yes you can say that both of them are trapeziums you can very well say it okay so what we are going to do here this is one of my trapezium side this is going to be A and this is going to be B okay this is A and this is B so if this is 11 and if this is 5 this will also be 5 this is already given to me that's 11 this perpendicular height the complete one is given to me as 8 so the half of it will be 4 here so area of trapezium area of MNQR is equal to area of MNOPQ which is equal to half of A plus B into H times H okay so that is half of A is my 5 and this is 11 5 plus 11 times my H is what it is going to be 4 2 1 times 2 2 times so what are you left with 5 plus 11 becomes 16 times 2 that is equal to 32 centimeters square this is only for one part that you got it okay this is for one part that you got okay area of now if I want to do area of MNOPQR is equal to area MNQR plus area of NOPQ which is equal to 32 plus 32 which is again equal to 64 centimeters square okay another way to do this one is by dividing it into three shapes We did 1 and 2 here, okay? Another one as per the textbook that is given to us is the method that is given us, but I do not prefer doing that because it becomes 3 parts, and suppose if you forget to do it, do the third part or something, and because we are in a tension and hurry for the examination and stuff, then it will be difficult. You divide it into 1, 2. This part becomes a quadrilateral. This is a triangle 1 and this is a triangle 2, okay? These are the 3 shapes that you get in here, okay? So this will be a rectangle, and whether you do by this method or you do by this method, the answer is going to be still 64 itself. You can try this out and you can let me know. Now here the dimensions, if I tell you, this is 5 centimeters, this is also going to be 5 centimeters, okay? How about this one? This is already given to me from here to here 8 centimeters. So this is 8 centimeters. Okay, let's do the rectangle part. 5 times of 8, that is equal to 40. Happy we are. How about the triangle part? Triangle, we know that this is 8 centimeters. How about this height? The complete height is 11. What is the complete height given to me? It is given to me as 11 here. Out of that 11, I need to subtract 5. Okay, when I subtract that 5 from 11, what will I be left with? 11 minus 5 is going to give me 6. Okay, so 6 is to be divided into 2 again. So this is going to be 3 centimeters and this is going to be 3 centimeters. Okay, so applying the area of the triangle, I'm doing it here. Triangle area is half base times height, that is half. Base is 8 and this is 3. 1 times and 4 times. 4 3 is 12. This is 12, so also this will be 12. What happened in our... Okay, so it completely becomes 40 plus 12, which is equal to 64 centimeters square again. So this way also you can do it. But students usually forget to take it the other way around. They take this and then they do some mistake in here. And so if you're that good enough and you have confidence, no one can stop you do any method that you want to. Okay, and you can deal with it and get the answer.